Life with La Toya is anything but boring. Business is booming, the stage is beckoning, and wedding bells may be tolling.
I want to ask you if you mind if I ask your daughter to marry me. But I want to get your blessings first because
you got mine already, and you'll get it again when she comes.
That means a lot.
Oh, it is on. Cheers, tears, drama, emotional entanglements, and life and love comebacks will highlight season 2 of Life with La Toya, which just premiered on the OWN network. And Miss Jackson is joining us now with the scoop on how it will all play out. Welcome, La Toya.
Oh, Michelle, thank you. Good to hear from you.
We're so happy to have you. We have to start with the most buzzed about change in the new season and engagement. Congratulations. Tell us all about it.
Oh, thank you very much. As you can see, it unfolds in the show. He proposes to me, and it was wonderful. He goes to my father first and asks him for my hand in marriage. And my father says, yes, you have my blessings. You're going to get it again when you ask her. And so that was really, sorry?
I'm curious how this will change the dynamics of the show.
Well, I think the show will just continue to go on the way it is. We were business partners and working together very closely and best friends, of course. But now it's different. I mean, after the proposal, it was just, the way he did it was just wonderful. We were both in Hawaii at the same time, and I didn't want to go. I wanted to go to Broadway, and Jeffrey says, no, you need a break, and so he took me to Chicago for 2 days to relax and had me go to the spa and just do whatever I needed to do or wanted to do in the spa. And while I was downstairs, he was up in the 2-bedroom suite just redoing the room and everything.
That is so romantic.
I know. I came back upstairs, and I fought to go down. I go, I don't want to be pampered. I don't want to do all that. But anyway, that was his way of getting me out. And when I came upstairs, I opened the door, and there he was, and he had white rose petals all the way from the door, going through the kitchen, through the dining room, the living room, out on the lanai. And there was the butler, the chef, the waiter, and then he had someone else there, and they were all there, and there was this beautiful white table with a beautiful white tablecloth with gardenias and rose petals and Tivoli lights, beautiful music and champagne, and just absolutely gorgeous, and overlooking the ocean with the lights of the city at the same time.
Well, we are so happy for you about this, because you've talked openly about cutting men out of your life because of bad past experiences, and you did seek therapy for it. Yes. Let's take a look at this.
I was in a very abusive relationship, and it was abusive. It was physical abuse. It was mental abuse. What he did was he instilled fear, and he controlled me. So that takes away your self-worth, your self-esteem, everything. And no one knew what was going on. And I have overcome a lot of it. But then my friends tell me that when it comes to my personal relationship and getting close to people, I kind of shun them off and shun them away. I get nervous about it.
You use avoidance, sort of a way to keep you safe?
I avoid it to keep me safe.
So we're curious, La Toya, we just saw a clip of one of your therapy sessions. What kind of issues did you work on, and what were the results for you?
Well, it was exactly what you said, Michelle. The fact is that I had totally just cut men out of my life for over 20-something years. And the reason being is because I was in an abused relationship where he just physically and mentally abused me, and I wanted nothing ever to do with men whatsoever. And I had to come to terms with myself and realize and learn through my friend that all men aren't alike, and it's okay. They're not going to take advantage of you. They're not going to control you. They're not going to do all these things to you that you are fearing so badly. And I went to therapy to get help for it, and I tell you, it worked out extremely well.
Well, every day on our show, we give a different challenge to our viewers. And our Change Your Life challenge today on Emotional Mojo is to embrace your feelings instead of sweeping them under the rug. So I'd like to know, what was the hardest feeling for you to embrace during therapy?
That's very interesting that you say that, because now that I've gone through this, through the therapy, I always tell everyone that I speak to that whatever your problems may be, you must embrace them. Get help doing it, embrace it, and get over it and move forward, because you're only hindering yourself when you don't. So I think the hardest part was basically that, just Michelle, a guy could not touch me.
Wow.
It didn't matter who he was. He couldn't touch my knee or anything of that nature. I just didn't want that touch. Even if it's just a friendly pat on the knee, I just like, please don't touch me. And I would find myself saying, oh, please don't touch me. You can't touch me. And that was just my way. So I've overcome all of those issues, and they no longer live with me.
Well, it's amazing because in addition to being able to love again, your newfound confidence has opened doors into showbiz again. And let's start with the Jackson family first, off-Broadway. Tell us about Musical the Musical.
Musical the Musical off-Broadway in New York was so great for me because I needed to do that to project my voice. I've always had a soft voice, a voice that I couldn't really project as loud. So by doing this every single day, twice a day, that projection was there because you're performing for a live audience and the people are right there. You have to just put on your really big, loud voice and just doing the songs, having just a few days to rehearse, 2 days to rehearse. And you're just composing new songs and new lyrics and learning all of these things and remembering your lines and things of that nature, and that timing, that comedic timing, all of that working together was just wonderful for me. I love doing that. That was so much fun.
Well, LaToya, you are so sweet. You seem so down to earth and straightforward. I'd love to know what you think is the biggest misconception that people have about you in the public.
I think the biggest misconception, when people don't know you, they assume. So it's like, oh, she's crazy. And you know, that's the same thing with my family. Oh, they're crazy, or she's crazy. It's like, no, we're just like anyone else.
Well, thank you so much, LaToya. We appreciate you taking time out for us. And don't forget, at home, you can catch Life with LaToya Saturdays on the OWN Network.